My name is Dee Dee Haggerty. I'm the Market Intelligence Specialist for Visit St. Pete-Clearwater. And today I'm going to walk you through how to access the data dashboard and what information is available. So let's go ahead and dive in. In order to get to the data dashboard, you'll access the Visit stpeteclearwater.com/partners page, in which you'll find a myriad of information. But today we're going to find the data dashboard. So you'll go up to the menu right here where it says data, and you'll click right on that. And within the menu, you'll see data dashboard. Go ahead and click on that, and it's going to pull up our dashboard. Go ahead and let that load, and we'll go through all of the information that's available to you. You'll see that this particular information that's being provided is for the month of September. Each month it does get updated, and you can also access previous months. So this will tell you what month of information that you are receiving, which is right here on the cover page. This one shows September 2024. If you want to go back and look at any additional information, you'll use the hamburger filter up in the upper left-hand corner, and it'll allow you to change whatever month that you want to look at. For now, we'll keep it with September 2024. The very first tab is the executive summary. On that page, you'll see a highlight about all of the information that's included within and some of the KPIs that are available. Sometimes what you'll see is that the information has not quite loaded yet. So you'll get a message like this. And if you need that highlight or any of that information, please feel free to contact me and I can give you what the overview looks like. So we'll go ahead and dive into the lodging summary. This particular tab gives us an overview of our STR data and key data, which includes vacation rentals. So the first tab you'll see is aggregated information for both of those sources, and then the following two breaks it out. With this particular information, again, you can use that filter off to the side and you can see previous month's information. You can also choose the year-over-year comparison, either calendar or fiscal year. So I'll go ahead and choose that, and you'll see that it will change the information for the fiscal year. Given that this is September's information, you are looking at a full fiscal year of information right now. Moving on to our submarkets. This includes all of the markets that we get our STR reports from. So it will break it down by all of the different markets, including inland and beach. This particular chart is already sorted by ADR from greatest to least, but you can also use these functions by clicking on the order next to the KPI that you're interested in, and you can resort the information if need be. And as I've quoted previously, you can go back and look at different information. With this particular tab, you can also look at quarter to date, calendar to date, year to date, or fiscal year, and rolling months. You can also compare this information to the previous year or our benchmark year of 2019. And you can choose the supply as either a total figure or you can choose it as daily. If you leave it on total, remember that you'll need to divide that main number by the number of days in the reporting period that you're doing. So if it's month and it happens to be September, then you would want to divide that by 30. Moving on, we move into our local option tax. This is TDT collection information. The way that this is sorted is by the communities in which the TDT is collected. If you can't see a number, you'll just roll right over it and it'll let you know. This original view shows share of TDT collection by each community, but you do have the option to change that where you can see actual values or you can see year-over-year change. Again, you can also look at this by a calendar year, a fiscal year, and you can also change the months that you're interested in. If we move on to the bed tax tab, this is going to give you the gross collections for TDT collections county-wide. This will give you that gross information. You can look at the fiscal year on the bottom, and it'll give you a previous year comparison. It'll also give you the year-over-year change. And the current month that we're looking at this upper right-hand corner, it'll give you 5 years worth of data of what happened during that particular month. Moving on, we'll do airport. This will give you passenger information. And as you notice at the top, Right now it says St. Pete-Clearwater International Airport and Tampa International Airport. So you are getting combined information for checkpoint and visitor origins. If you'd like to look at just one of the airports, you can go to that hamburger filter once again, go to the airport and choose, for instance, just pie. It will update that information and you can see the new visitor origins based solely on St. Pete Clearwater International Airport as it lists above. The next couple tabs are national data. So this is giving you some forecast data for leisure travel, business travel. We have the group and transient information, keeping in mind once again that all of these sources are using national data. It is not specific to our destination. Same thing with the next tab, which is travel trends and sentiment. But you can look at this over a year's worth of data with a comparison to the previous year. When you roll over it, it will give you that information and tell you what category that you're looking at. The next tab is workforce. This first tab shows MSA level data, which is the Metropolitan Statistical Area. So you have leisure and hospitality information for this particular greater Tampa Bay area, basically. So we've got our leisure and hospitality jobs, job openings, the opening rate, and employment recovery. If you move to the next tab, which says workforce county, this one brings it down to the county level. So this accesses the Bureau of Labor Statistics employment and wages data for the county. If you notice on the right-hand side, it does have employment and wages, but the reporting period is about 6 months behind. So that's why we're looking at Q1 of 2024 when we have the September data. On the bottom, it breaks out leisure and hospitality just a bit more into the different categories of food and beverage, lodging, recreation, and transportation. It also helps us track our unemployment rate trend. And as you can see, Pinellas County in the yellow and Florida in the dark blue, we are either at or below the unemployment rate for this past fiscal year. Finally, the last tab is our international visitation and spend data. This particular information is based on the MSA. So once again, the Metropolitan Statistical Area. You have the ability to see overseas, North America, or combined, which we have here as all. So keeping in mind that the North America would be considering Canada and Mexico. If you wanted to take that information out and only look at overseas, you would just uncheck the box and click apply. This information also can be changed and can be filtered using a specific year. The default is 2023, but you can look back or you can look forward all the way up to 2030 currently. You can also change the top 10 sorting, which is the charts on the right-hand side, by overnight visits or visitor spending, perhaps. You also have the benchmark year for the compound annual growth rate based on 2019 and looking out 6 years. You can also change that information. Like I said, this information is based on Metropolitan Statistical Area. If you wanted to look at the county level international visitation and spend, you could go right back up to the menu at the top, click Data. You'll hit Department Reports, and you'll scroll down to the bottom to International Offices Reports, in which you'll get a lovely chart that has the MSA information in basically a circle chart. And then the information below that will have the county level data. If you hang on for me, it is loading. And so we're just trying to pull that information up. Here you go. So this is the MSA, the information that we saw previously on the screen on the dashboard, just in a prettier graphical chart. And then when you scroll down to the International Tourism Report, you'll see that it does say Pinellas County. You'll have the spend information and visitor information at the county level. This is put together using tourism economics, global city travel data, along with credit card expenditures to get down to the county level. We receive this information annually, but the other information on the dashboard is found, I believe, quarterly. So that covers the dashboard. If you guys have any additional information needs that you don't have on the dashboard, please feel free to contact me at the number that that you see there or at my email, which is dd@visitspc.com. I'm happy to answer any questions. Please feel free to reach out. And I hope that you find this information to be helpful and informative. Thanks, and have a great day.